World Bank, whereby 150 billion has been availed so that the Kenya off-grid solar cell project COSAP is supposed to increase of course, connectivity in the 14 countries. And of course, the 14 countries, as you will bear with me, the West Pokot, Turkana, Marsabit, Samburu, Isiolo, Mandera, Wajir, Garissa, Tana River, Lamu, Kilifi, Kwale, Taita Taveta, and Narok. Definitely, if you look from the map, these areas are also difficult. So for some of you who are going to provide services, you really must be focused. Rest what you expect to deliver from those counties might actually experience some challenges. Indeed, the 14 counties are inhabited by close to about 25% of Kenyan population. The majority of these counties, of course, have dispersed pattern of settlement, which of course covers close to about 70% of the landmass of this country. That, of course, makes the cost of extending national grid to the vast lands a little bit prohibitive. Though the Kenya National Electrification Strategy, and based on the geospatial studies undertaken by the Minister of Energy, provides for off-grid solar solutions, has identified as the least cost options to reach these underserved areas. Further, since the country is located in the tropics, there is abundant supply of sunshine which can be harnessed to provide. Of course, that is the solar component. I want you also to know that solar has really not become a very easy thing in this country, whereas countries like Morocco, countries like the Arab United Emirates, their tariff on solar stands at about 1.5 to 2. The tariff for solar in this country is 12. And that's why then it's not so much of an easy venture. And that's why we really must also find a way in which we can actually be able to ensure that the solar component, because there is modernization and the prices for the solar should be coming down. Why should it? We are on the equator, whereby even the sun is closer. And apparently that is something that the ministry is grappling with to ensure that at least we end up with a better price on the solar component. Remember, the government, in its own way, waives taxation on that thing. So for that matter, it should really not be a very expensive affair in most of the thing. This project definitely then aims to sell close to about 250,000 standalone solar home systems and 150,000 higher tier clean cooking solutions. This will be achieved by providing incentives under the results-based financing model through which private enterprise will establish sustainable supply chain for the marketing and sales of solar systems, as well as clean cooking solutions in the underserved areas. Of course, the results-based financing model is a system that provides rewards to individuals or institutions after agreed upon results are achieved and verified. The RBF model enables solar and clean cooking services to reach the underserved countries, thereby closing the disparities in energy that exist in the underserved areas. We welcome you on board to join the other 10 solar service providers and clean cooking solution providers who have, of course, been in operation since June 2020. So far, the 10 solar service providers have sold over 96,000 solar home systems, connecting to over 400,000 people to electricity through the solar. Further, they have created close to about 17,229 jobs, out of which 36.3% benefited the gender women, and of course, the 63.7% benefited men.
In this round, we are really encouraging that the companies really focus on involvement of local last-mile entrepreneurs in this particular implementation. So, in terms of some of the challenges that have been witnessed, COVID has been mentioned already. We know that there have been a lot of negative impacts, especially companies being unable to reach certain areas physically or even having physical interaction. But of course, this has also opened up a lot of opportunities in terms of people thinking more innovatively, people using digital technology to reach out.
Our goals for 2022, specifically for off-grid solar and for clean cooking, has been to reach 2.5 million people reaching access to clean cooking and 1.9 million people gaining access to off-grid solar. This is building